Welcome to GalacticConnection.com, one of the most popular blogs on the World Wide Web today for alternative news. Stay tuned for the latest information on our world shift from enslavement to galactic involvement, as well as current intel on any blockages impeding us from our sovereign birthright. Knowledge and self-mastery are key at this time. Our commitment is to present you with the latest breaking conspiratorial articles, off-world messages, exopolitics, cutting-edge technologies and sciences, and also an ever-significant intertwining of spiritual support and metaphysical scope that one needs to dive down the rabbit hole and search for truth with balance. We are truly on the horizon of a new golden age filled with the promise for more love, worldwide peace, and accelerated intuitive skills, where every living being can exist in cohesion and abundance. It is whatever we envision and dream this new world to be. I say to you now, let's redefine the new world to the beginnings of our own precious heaven on earth. Galactic Connection is here to provide the pulse of Mother Earth through an eclectic range of interviews each Tuesday afternoon from 3 to 4:55 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Station 2 on BBS Radio, expanding your perspectives on how we can once and for all take back our freedoms, our joy, and our connection with our mighty I Am presence. Our intention remains true to connect hearts and minds everywhere in order to obtain global unity and galactic and universal acceptance. Our discussions will continue to cover anything to do with galactic society and our involvement with our galactic brothers and sisters. Our guests are experts in their fields, and our radio shows have been coined as some of the most thought-provoking out there. In addition to our daily blog, which runs 365 days a year, we also offer a realm of healing services such as our world-renowned implant removal processes, our spiritual past life clearings, our galactic violet ray alchemy from Alexandra, who shares in the lineage of Merlin, and other cutting-edge healing technologies. Check our site out at GalacticConnection.com now, sending you a wave of light, love, and inspiration, and a personal hug and thank you for listening to our Galactic Connection radio show and visiting our blog today. Hi everyone, this is Alexandra from GalacticConnection.com, and I am here today to talk about another new promotion that we're doing. We had such a phenomenal response on the last one that the girls, Madeline, Deborah, and Sandy, got together with another new theme. And this is just super powerful. Now we're choosing these combinations to enhance your inner work, but also to work with the energies and the changes and shifts that are going on. They usually come to me with an idea, and because I do so much work directly with PC, Prime Creator, I am able to kind of gauge what is the most appropriate action to take as far as changes, shifts, and things like that. They're most opportune according to the timing of what's going on right now and the releases that are going on, the changes that are going on, the removals that are going on. There is obviously a lot going on the planet, but this is not a time for great change on your external part of your life. Meaning, this is a really good time to just chill, go within, do your inner work, and get prepared. This is not really a time to be making some radical plans to do major undertakings and things like that. Whether you're being told that or not, I'm saying on a macrocosmic level, with all that is being done and the amount of solidification that has occurred on a very, very high level, these sorts of things are going to affect us very, very shortly. So it is a really important time to look within. Try to do whatever you can at this time to clear your slate. Do the best you can with the tools that you have. And one of those tools that's really powerful, very simple, and I just love flower essences. And of course, I'm going to reiterate again what they're including, but I love them because they work with you They work with what you put into them. They work with what you can handle. They match the building blocks of our body. They're all natural, and they're easy. They're super easy. And you can really do some cool stuff with them if you decide to take this on a creative spiritual journey. So we came up with a combination of 3 essences, and I think you're just going to be really drawn to these. Now, again, I tend to not talk about what I do as far as working with essences, working with homeopathy, working with the healing modalities and things like that. I have been spending a great deal of time over the last 6 years, not only overseeing the website, but also all the implant removal stuff, working with the healers, administration, networking and radio shows and spiritual missions across the world. So I've just had my hands full, and I tend to forget about my near and dear favorite thing, which is essences. So we are going to provide you 3 for the next, let me see, it's from the 15th through the 28th, almost 2 weeks. And they are as follows. The first one is called Letting Go of Programming. Okay. So again, this is a 1 ounce. Hopefully you can see that. Ooh, it's not really easy to see, is it? Oh, well, that's weird. This is called Letting Go of Programming. And here's just a couple highlights. Again, what I say to you, as I did last time, is go up and read the full description if you prefer to find out any more information if you would like to. But here's the gist of these. Letting Go of Programming is going to give you the sense of feeling good about giving without the need to receive. It also assists you in letting go of a need to appear unaffected, toughened, or impervious to pain. Now, why is that important? Because this is, again, another program where we have had to put that shield up, that we don't get too emotional. People don't see how vulnerable we are. It also helps you break free from what you were taught to be, but not necessarily what you want to be. And radiates a strong sensitivity while standing in your truth. So assisting you in really finding your truth, but also radiating that sensitivity. It's really important to be in your truth, but be sensitive to the fact that other people may not be where you are, and to be okay with that. So that's letting go of programming. The next one, I'm not even going to bother holding up the bottle, but the next one's called Breaking Matrix Patterns. And this is about breaking patterns and overwhelming old paradigms. And again, I really am stressing, no matter how enlightened you are and how much work you've done, trust me when I say, after the last 20 months that I've been doing some very brutal clearing directly with Creator, we are mired in this stuff. And it's really important to break away from as many programs as you have. It's also really good for helping you develop more healthy lifestyle patterns. And it also helps you awaken the body after being depleted from, get this, over-intellectualization. I just love that. So what is that all about? That's about where, we're constantly seeking for truth. We're constantly reading. We're constantly collecting data and gathering as much information as we can. But are we really applying that to the rest of our life? So really, really important. Sorry, I've got 4 dogs in the background. You will feel also that this lightens the burden of actually being here in the physical. It's a very, very powerful essence. All of these are. The last one is called Sleep and Release. This I thought was very cool because basically you can do a lot of your work And when you take this, this really assists you in letting it go during the sleep time cycle. It says it also assists in working with erratic sleep patterns and insomnia, soothing despair from setbacks, pessimism, agitation, loss, conflict, worry, and more, renewing an inner peace through integration and processing deep-seated emotions that are buried. But it's doing this. It's a great sleep time essence. Good for easing troubled dreams from past life memories and buried trauma from being in your mother's womb. Supporting release of traumatic childhood experiences that are now surfacing within the dream time state. So I've been getting a lot of feedback from people that, you know, they're starting to get their dreams are more clear and they're more explicit. There's a very specific reason for that. And this is because so much has been cleared within the contained space of the matrix itself because of PC's intervention, by the way. And because of that, let's just put it this way, there's less of a barrier for us to kind of reach some of that trauma that we did 350,000 quadrillion years ago. Okay, how do you reach that, right? So these are the three essences we're promoting this month. And again, I'm just going to go over just a couple of basics because, you know, I'm not sure if everybody's heard the video before. So one thing is, what do they include? A lot of people ask me this. I work with, obviously, water. I typically make my essences the old-fashioned way with brandy. And we can make it without brandy, but let me tell you, it's such a minute, small amount. And it really does make a difference. I've worked with brandy and without brandy. And I just seem to feel that it holds the frequency and the encodements and everything that's in it. It just seems to hold it so much better. Sound, color, minerals, flowers, crystals, and of course, the healing and, you know, the frequencies, etc., and me connecting with Creator. So that would be the essence itself. The next thing is, how does it work? It helps you release on a cellular level any miscreations, programs, overlays, time loops, and any kind of quantum entanglement. Also, when you care for your remedies, you want to keep them out of direct sunlight and you want to keep them away from heavy computer, you know, radiation and TVs and smart TVs and things like that. And again, what I said before is it's not like they have to be out of the room, but you don't want to put them right up next to it. You also want to keep them out of direct sun. So if you put them right on the ledge of a window, you know, you could really completely trash them. You're going to want to take them, basically, you're going to take about a quarter to a half of a dropper, and you're just going to put it under your tongue right here. And you let that sit there for about 30 seconds. I do prefer, and I ask people, try not to eat or drink like, you know, tea, coffee, Pepsi, whatever, for about 15 minutes. But if you can't do that, just take it anyway. And I recommend 4 times a day. Now, if you really want to process, it's really best to, you can crank it up, but, you know, either muscle test, ask for inner guidance, ask for what is the optimal number of times for you to take it. Some days you might take it more than others, and sometimes you might take it less than others. When to take it, again, just, you know, it depends on the individual, but 4 times a day is very easy and very basic general rule of thumb. And let me see, what was the last thing? Just so you know that it does have a cumulative effect. And if you are consistent, and this is the key, if you stay consistent in the way that you're taking it, you will be very amazed at the subtleties that come about. Do yourself a favor and notate just real basic, simple changes. Changes in the way you make decisions, changes in how you present yourself, changes in the way you're thinking. Are you thinking less and being in your heart more? Are you not having as many negative thoughts? Are you having a more established sense of confidence? You know, things like that. These are all very subtle. And they really are directly involved in the essences because they do collapse these programs, the cellular memory that we carry. So again, for those of you that want to purify and release and prepare for what's right around the corner, this is just a very powerful promotion, and it'll be the same kind of thing. So again, you're going to go to galacticconnection.com/special-promotion. Okay, and you'll also see it at the top of the blog page. We're going to put it up there for this next promotion. So if you have any questions, just feel free to drop us a line. You can always reach us at admin@galacticconnection.com. Have a wonderful evening, and stay positive and keep the course because we are really close. Lots of love, everyone. Bye.